Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Liquid Cash.
Cheers, what it is and what it ain't.
Okay.
What's going down, man?
Oh, man. Not much, man. Call for work Texas, man. But I got like 30 minutes outside of Dallas, man. I was just calling to check in with you. So I just had one quick question, man. Because I know you really like black empowerment. Like you speak a lot about that. So that Carmelo Anthony chase and everything. How you feel about that? What's your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, man. I haven't really did too much research on it in order for me to speak about it. I can't speak on it in the correct way, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't done enough research on it. But when I see stuff like that, to be honest, I see it come down my timeline. I look at it like this, man. It's a war going on, man. It's a war going on outside, man. You feel me? And we have to understand that we at war. We got to understand that, man, because a lot of people walk around and they think it's all, peaches and cream. You feel me? Just because we integrated, but they don't understand that integration was financial suicide. The moment we decide to say, you know what, we're gonna have a seat at their table. That's where we fucked up at by trying to have a seat at that table and integrating what the status quo, the people that run the world, the people that really hate us. You dig? They really don't like us. Y'all got to understand that. Don't think their mindsets has changed. You feel me? Hung up. But anyway, let me speak to that. Don't think for 1 second their mindset has changed. It's just passed down to generation to generation. But these people don't really rock with us like that, man. Understand that we at war, man. You feel me? So when you out here, you moving and grooving and you thinking it's all peaches and cream, man, your life can be taken just like that. Your life can be over just like that. And once you get in that courthouse, man, they don't give two fucks about you, man. You dig? They don't give two nickels about you. Once you get in that courthouse, their only obligation is to send you up the river, man, to put you back in the system, and now you a slave again. Understand that. The moment you get back in that courthouse and you get behind those walls, you another number and you another slave. You dig? They don't give two nickels about you, man. So understand that you at war, so you gotta stay strapped, but you gotta stay strapped mentally. You have to stay strapped mentally. You don't gotta stay strapped with a knife or a gun. You gotta stay strapped mentally, because anybody could stab somebody. Anybody can pull a trigger, but a smart man, he knows when to walk away. He knows when to fight his battle. He knows when the odds are against him. Like I said again, I don't know the situation that much, but one thing I do know is that we are under attack, we at war, and we have to stay strapped mentally. We are not gonna win this game physically, fighting. We only can win this game mentally. And we're losing because we're mentally enslaved. That's why we're losing. We no longer in shackles. We no longer in chains. We're mentally in bondage. So we have to be smarter than the average person. We can't let emotions cause us to make a decision to throw our life away. Regardless of what's going on, regardless of who trying to bully you, regardless of what's happening around you, because obviously Carmelo Anthony was a smart, knowledgeable young kid because he was in college. It ain't like he was a gangbanger, drug dealer, running the streets, committing crimes, causing havoc to the community. This young man was going to school. And I don't know for sure if he was in college or high school. Don't get me to lying, because I haven't done my research. But from what I looked at and for what I see, this happened in a school setting. This ain't happened on the corners or on the block. This happened in a school setting. So obviously these people was smart and knowledgeable. You dig? They was going to school. So we have to understand that we at war. The one thing they hate is an intelligent black man. They don't like that at all. A smart young black man that's out here educating himself. Pardon me. Give me 1 second. I had to do the TikTok thing real quick. My bad. But that's one thing they hate, man. Is an intelligent, smart, young black man that's out here pursuing his goals and his dreams. Ain't nothing more dangerous than a smart, intelligent black man that got game, that got wisdom, that got understanding. Because you can change things. You can change the world. You dig? And they don't like that. So just remember, you got to stay strapped. And I don't mean physically. I'm talking mentally. You always got to walk with protection. Use your mind to get yourself out of bonds. Use your mind to get yourself out of situation. You dig? The coward, the fool stands there and fight. The smart man walks away because he understands what he's trying to do. He understands what he's trying to accomplish. You don't got time to be fighting with niggas when you're trying to go get your education and trying to get your degree so you can change your generation. You could change your family tree. They don't like that. They want to stop that. So you can't even deal with people on that level. You can't be playing with pigs and dirts and dogs, and you're going to catch fleas if you lay down with dogs, man. You know what I mean? So the dudes that was bullying him or whatever was happening, they obviously was scum of the earth, man. They obviously was niggas that, well, not niggas, but crackers that, you know what I mean, that didn't want to see a black kid rise to his full potential. They was hating on him, man. But they been haters, man. Y'all gotta understand that. Don't ever forget that. Y'all gotta understand that they been haters. You feel me? The enemy has been a hater. He's always gonna be a hater. Don't ever forget that. He is always going to be a hater. Why? Because we black gods. They know that. We just don't know that. That's why they hate on everything we do. Anytime they see somebody climbing up the ladder, doing some fly shit, because you know black people are always doing some fly shit. We always making something out of nothing. Anytime they see one of us trying to make something out of nothing, they find ways to try to put a monkey wrench in our game. They find ways to try to trick us out of our position. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. I get upset because we keep on falling for the same trick, the banana in the tailpipe. How many times we gonna fall for the same bullshit, the banana in the tailpipe? We keep on falling for the same shit. It ain't like they have a new gameplay or a new play they running on us. They running the same game. And we keep falling for it, man. So we gotta smarten up. Understand, you got to stay strapped mentally. Be on guard. You have to mentally react instead of emotionally responding. You can't emotionally respond when you're faced with bullies that's from another culture, another ethnicity. When you on a mission. You on a mission, man. When you on a mission, words can't hurt you. But they used to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't do me nothing. You got to have that mentality when you moving out here in this world, man. And you faced with haters, man. When you faced with niggas that want you, I ain't gonna say niggas, when you faced with crackers that want you to be gone. They don't want you educating yourself. They don't want you uplifting yourself. They don't want you empowering yourself. They don't want you helping another black person. They don't want you doing nothing positive for your community, man. Understand that we at war. We at war. Don't play no games out here. Focus on your mission. Execute your mission. Lock in and ignore all distractions. Like I said, Camilla Anthony wasn't a street kid. He wasn't on the corner selling drugs. He wasn't out there doing no harm to nobody. But they came and they bothered him. And they interfered and disrupted his life. Now he's in jail. Now he's in jail somewhere he shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I heard, it was self-defense. I didn't do my research. I really don't know. But one thing I do know, somebody lost their life and somebody went to jail, which ultimately he lost his life as well. There's no winners in this game. There's no winners. So we got to smarten up. We got to understand that we at war. Stay focused, stay locked in, and avoid all the bullshit, man. He's a civilian. He could have took that to the guidance counselor. He could have spoke to somebody to let him know what was going on. There's so many things he could have done. But it already happened. Hindsight is 2020. But I wasn't in his shoes, so I don't know. Maybe he did do that. Maybe he did went to the guidance counselor. Maybe he did spoke to somebody about these guys harassing him. Maybe he did. I don't know. But one thing I do know, ain't no winners at the end of that story, man. Everybody lost. So for Juneteenth, I want you to remember, we at war. Stay focused and stay strapped. Mentally, though. I wish somebody had told me a long time ago when I was younger that all the answers to the questions that I had was inside of a book. I would have started reading a long time ago, man. But the first book I ever read was a classic hood novel. It wasn't the greatest book ever written, but it got the job done. It expanded my imagination. It made me see the world beyond the environment I was living in. 99% of the people I grew up around didn't read anything outside of what they read in school. And once school was over, to pass the time, they did everything and anything besides reading. But when it finally clicked for me, it was life-changing. It shifted my whole mindset to the point, if I don't read for 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes throughout the day, I feel like my day is not completed. Reading is one of the most important habits you could add to your daily routine. That's why I'm advising y'all to check out my new book, Tips on Relationships, The Naked Truth About a Beautiful Lie. Cheers.